He's back, and he's deader than ever. For all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer, and I am late to the game. What day is it? I don't even know when this stuff came out, but it's been popping off like every week. Party City's just boom, bam, boom, and I've been left in the dust. So I'm going to try to play catch-up and talk about some of these Party City items that went right over my head. It's a pretty solid lineup so far this year, I'd say. There are some interesting contenders, and I want to share them with you. So get comfy, grab a snack, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we're going to talk about Party City. I'll just do the thing. So, there were some inflatables that were announced, a Beetlejuice one and a Headless Horse one specifically, and I like both of those characters actually quite a bit. But I'm not the inflatable guy, per se, although I am the Halloween guy, so I guess I could kind of talk about them. They're cool. I just don't have a lot to say about inflatables. They're there, you put them in your yard. I mean, you can make a scene with inflatables, and I do talk about them occasionally, but they're not my bread and butter here, so to speak. We're here to talk about the animatronics, and there's a good amount that Party City dropped. I guess I'll start with the non-moving thing. Not really an animatronic per se, more of a decoration. In the wake of that groundbreaker skeleton we got last year, there's now a pumpkin. It's called the Embers the Pumpkin Skeleton Blacklight, blah 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 blah. It's this giant pumpkin coming out of the ground. Looks really cool. I've always appreciated the stuff that goes on the lawn, and I like the large scale of this guy. Makes it fun. And the fact that it's blacklight reactive is pretty cool too. Although you're gonna need a big frickin' blacklight. But that's really all I can say about him. In terms of the animatronics, there are several. I'll start with our licensed friends. Art the Clown, and I gotta get the name right, I'm so sorry. Little Pale Girl. I haven't watched Terrifier 2 yet, please forgive me. But I can say this, the Art the Clown and the Little Pale Girl for that matter, they look really good. I think Terrifier is gonna be getting a lot of love this year. Not only are there 2 animatronics from the movie available at Party City this year, and a mini Art the Clown, as well as a mini Leatherface. We got Leatherface last year, so we have a mini one, of course. But there's also an Art the Clown from Spirit Halloween, and that video just dropped, and now I'm behind again. Anyway, I think the Terrifier stuff is cool. It's a good license, a solid character that is well known. And I'll jump into this character real quick because I wanted to shout this movie franchise out. I really wish we got a Pearl animatronic this year, or Maxine, because I love this trilogy that we're getting. And it looks like this Axe Girl, Hacking Heidi is her name. I think there might have been an early draft of her design that was inspired by Pearl, or maybe was Pearl. I don't know, but the end result is lackluster at best. It's not a bad-looking character per se, a little cartoony, but not terrible. But what's with the animation? Like, isn't the idea of a scary person holding an axe that you swing it at you? Why is she lifting it up? I don't... What? Okay. Now, I don't... Is Cthulhu a licensed IP character? Yes, Cthulhu is based on the H.P. Lovecraft character, but I feel like all of Lovecraft's stuff is in the public domain now, so it's kind of like the Headless Horseman, where it's gone beyond just a single thing. But everybody knows Cthulhu, Call of Cthulhu, H.P. Lovecraft. I'm a big Lovecraft guy. I really like a lot of Lovecraft's work. Oddly enough, though, I haven't read or really interacted much with the Cthulhu stuff. I know parts of the mythos, and it's a big, expansive universe. But, I mean, Cthulhu's an iconic character, and even if you don't know, you definitely have seen giant kraken-like squid monsters. This is a giant Cthulhu the Watcher. It's a 9-foot animatronic. That's awesome. I mean, it's really cool looking. It's a little big, it's a little pricey. It's $400, but it is large, and it is Cthulhu. I think there are some fans that are going to eat this up. I don't know what I would do with it. Here's the thing. I did the nautical stuff last year personally, and I got it out of my system for now, and of course now they drop all these awesome nautical things. But still, it's a great prop. I just don't know where I would put it to display it, but I definitely enjoy it, and I'm really hyped to see it in the stores. It's going to be awesome. Okay, let's keep going. I'll talk about the final licensed thing. This is licensed, but it's not really a full-sized animatronic. It is cool though. I'm going to try to get it. This is the Evil Dead Necronomicon light-up prop. I've always wanted a Necronomicon. I know Trick or Treat Studios made one years back, and then an updated version, but this one's cool because it's technically a Halloween decoration, and it lights up, so you have that novelty. Makes sounds too, and it looks like it even pops open. So that's really fun. We got the taxidermy deer head last year that wasn't officially licensed, but now I'm curious, if they have the license for Evil Dead, could we get the actual deer head from Evil Dead 2? And to that end, could we get an Ash? Party City! Because that would be sick. That would be awesome. Alright, now we're down to the final 3 animatronics. All of these are original designs from Party City, which is really fun. And all of them are pretty unique and interesting. They all kind of fit in the freak show circus thing, although this first one, Contaminated Kid, which is a 2-headed goat, I guess could really go beyond the freak show thing. You could implement this into a demonic scene or a mutant scene. I mean, there's a lot you could do with it. I will say, the name Contaminated Kid is one of the weirdest names for a 2-headed goat prop. That's the last thing I would have called this, but suffice it to say, it's a cool prop. It's a little pricey at $275 for this thing, and it's only, well, it's 4 feet, so I mean, it's probably bigger than I'm expecting in my head. Like, I'm thinking little petting zoo goat. This will probably be legit, and that's cool. I like a lot of the freakish animal type of characters. I hope we get more of that. I really would like to see that, but the goat was a smart move on Party City's end. Up next, for $325, we have Dr. Payne the Fire Eater. Now, I don't believe there's an official video on this guy yet, just kind of like a gif of like what he does, but what he does is pretty awesome. Uses the fog thing to actually breathe fire and like spit it up into the air. That's awesome. I know fog's been utilized with a lot of different animatronics over the years. We got that soul-sucking thing from Spirit and the shooting exterminator guy from Party City. I always like seeing how they use and implement the fog into the props, and I think this is a great usage. I know I'm not typically the circus guy, but I like the originality of this character enough where I think it's pretty cool. And finally, last but certainly not least, we have the terrifying teddy bear skill crane, aka the claw machine teddy bear. And I think this is a perfect utilization of reskinning. Because what you had before was the popcorn clown in the popcorn booth, and now it's a claw machine with a teddy bear. Perfect segue. I love that. I think they could do even more designs with this base thing, with this module, so to speak. That there's a lot of potential with this, but this is a really cool prop. Would work really well in, you know, an arcade even. Of course, circus, carnival, boardwalk type of haunt, if you're doing that. I think that'd be really fun. And what I like too is that a lot of props are just the character. Just, you know, the arms, the legs, the head. This is like almost its own set piece, and I really appreciate those too. Well, there you have it. That is gonna do it for the Party City lineup so far for Halloween 2024. I think it's a promising lineup thus far. I always look forward to Party City's stuff. The Halloween City, specifically close to my house, is such a freaking vibe. It's awesome. and I'm really excited to see all of this in person. I also love the masks. I usually check the mask tabs on all of these websites, but I haven't seen it updated for Party City thus far, but I'll keep my eyes peeled. In the meantime, I have more catching up to do, Spirits dropping new stuff, I have other videos that I want to make as well, so buckle up, because Halloween is on its way. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and germs, and remember, for all things Halloween, this is Hauntformer.